And we're back. This is a special edition of City Talk. It is the Saturday before July 4th. July 4th is coming up this Wednesday. It's a free show out at Genlet's Community Center out on the old football field. And this year we've got a tremendous group of talent that's going to be invading the field and rocking your world and dancing and partying and just having a good time. And the headliner's on the radio with me right now. Sammy Price, lead singer for Stone Echo. He's up early. And Sammy, good morning. How you doing, my friend?
Good morning. Doing good.
Good deal. Good to have you in here. I know you were in here a couple of weeks ago talking about a show you guys were doing out at the Lighthouse, but forget about that. The show of the year is coming up Wednesday night, and we're excited about it. How about you? Are you bubbly?
Oh, yeah. We're very excited. Very excited about it.
I can tell it in your voice.
Working hard, getting ready to rock.
You got a music set all lined up. You know what you're going to do?
We were talking about the music set when you walked up this morning. I was talking about how we're going to arrange the set list.
If nobody's ever seen Stone Echo, and I find that hard to believe, but there are some people that they don't know that Donald Trump is president. So there are people out there that have never heard of Stone Echo. Tell me in Cliff Notes, because I know you wrote a book, but in Cliff Notes, we only got like a 10-minute interview. I'd love to talk to you for an hour. That's an inside joke. We'll talk about that later. But the Cliff Notes are, give me that on Stone Echo. If somebody don't know what Stone Echo is, what is that? How'd you get that name, Stone?
We put this group together from different groups in 2004, and we just wanted to have fun, play the music that we grew up with, great music from the 70s and 80s. And Stone means rock, Echo means bounce back. So we decided to focus mainly on those two decades. We do some early 90s. We were blessed with not only, I'm not the only singer. We have a couple other guys that sing, and we're all tenors, and we just put the group together to have fun and see what we could do with the retro music scene, and started, our career really kicked off in Atlanta as far as regional success, and it just went on from there. And we stayed original members up until last year, and one of my guys retired, and we replaced him with two fabulous musicians, and we're just having fun, just rock and roll.
Well, we're excited about it. So rock and roll. Now, is this rock and roll? When people say rock and roll, is this rock and roll from the 60s, the 70s, 50s, 90s, 2000 rock and roll? What is it? Talk to me, Sammy.
Mainly, as I said, mainly we concentrate on 70s and 80s.
Classic.
We do go back into the 60s with a couple of tunes.
Any Beatles?
We do no Beatles. We mainly start with The Who.
The Who?
We do The Who.
Y'all do that well.
Yep, we do. Won't Get Fooled Again by The Who. We open with that song sometimes. We also do the Stones and people like that, but we don't have that on the docket for this show. But we do have The Who on the docket. And up into the 70s, we do Styx and Kansas and Van Halen and people like that. And up on into the 80s and 90s, Poison, Guns N' Roses, people like that.
Okay. Well, I'm excited. Now, this is a family-friendly show.
Absolutely. It's a show that we feel like if you have to, regardless of where we play, even if it's a Hells Angels bike rally or a backyard bar mitzvah, we're the same band. You're not going to hear, our show doesn't rely on profanity and raise your glass, and the drunker you get, the better we sound. That's never been our philosophy, and we just try to be true to the music and true to the fans and do a clean, high-energy rock and roll show. And that's exactly what we'll be doing here in Seneca.
Well, you got a big following. You've played out at Spatuno for years. We've had you periodically at Jazz every so often. We're able to get you down here. So
booked again this year.
Yes, in October. We're excited about that. And of course, you've got a tremendous following that follow you everywhere. And what do you think about that?
We're humbled by it. because, you know, coming from the background that we all came from, and now we have classically trained musicians, we have educated players, and that really doesn't mean anything, but we're veterans of hundreds upon hundreds of shows, all of us. But it always makes you feel good when you can walk up to people chanting your name. You can play into the night. You know, last year at the Spatuno Festival, we started at midnight, and we came up to the chants of Stone Echo, Stone Echo, and we were just, it almost brings me to tears because I appreciate those folks. And at 2 a.m., we were called back for an encore. I mean, and I'm about ready to go to bed, and they probably would have stayed all night.
2 a.m. I hate I'm going to miss that one, but that's a little late for me. But see, this is the best of both worlds because we're going to get you on stage just a little bit before 8 o'clock. That's one of the things we worked out. Well, it starts out Wednesday. I'm with Sammy Price from Stone Echo, headliner for this year's July 4th show. If you're taking notes and you want to know who's playing when, Funk Factory 5 will go on at 6 o'clock. Gates open around 5. At 6 o'clock, Funk Factory 5 will go until roughly 7:30. And then after that, they change over the stage and get you ready. And then about 7:45, we've got the Mayor, Dan Alexander, and his rock stars, the City Council. They're going to be on stage. He does his invocation. And, of course, we do the national anthem. And this year we've got the Seneca High School Honors Chorale. Diane McFarland, who has been a guest on this show with Mayor Dan Alexander. Mayor reached out to her, and she's got a little group of singers that's going to come on from Seneca High School and sing the national anthem. Then once that gets started, then Sammy Price, Stone Echo, they take the stage. And instead of waiting up till 12 o'clock on these guys, if you want to watch them, you're going to get to see them around 8 o'clock. So they go all the way up till...
And we appreciate that.
All the way up till fireworks time at 9:30. So, and the best part about this, Sammy, and you will agree, that it's absolutely free. So this gives people a chance that may not see you, that this may be the first time they've ever seen Stone Echo. We averaged 7,000 to 10,000 people over there every July 4th. So you're going to get a lot of people that says, wow, this is a great group. First time I've heard them. So I'm sure they're going to be really impressed and just kind of going a little further than that. So if people are impressed and they want to know more about Sammy and Stone Echo, and they want to buy your albums, are you guys going to be having any shirts and stuff for sale?
Yep. Our friends at TNR Graphics here in Seneca, they sponsor us along with Performance Power Sports, and they provide all of our shirts for us, and we're going to have a new batch on hand. And after the fireworks, when the fireworks die down, the band's going to be over at our merch table. We have hats, visors, lots of cool things. We have some giveaway posters, and
cool.
We'll do a meet and greet over there.
Cool. That's great.
So we will have all that.
That's awesome. And that's going to be great. It's going to be a great night. I'm looking forward to it. And, of course, it's been a long time coming to get you here to do this show. And, of course, our events committee, when we started talking about July 4th this year, hey, your name popped up at the top of the charts.
And we're very grateful.
And we're glad to have you. Now, before we go, let me give you a chance to kind of give some kudos to the boys in the band. Who are some of your players?
I'll start with my new guys. As I said, we did a very rare thing and stayed all original for 13 years. But Stephen Wilmert, he's our lead guitarist, Minnesota via California, Seneca. He's he plays lead guitar on my left. Our Boyd Burdett plays acoustic guitar, rhythm guitar, sings backup vocals. Tremendous musician, plays on my right. Shane Golden is our lead guitarist that plays on my right. Mark Medlin's our bass player over there on the left. Phil Parker is our drummer. And, of course, I'm the singer. There's 6 of us on stage, and got a great stage and light show with Mark Clardy and Vicky, our videographer. We have an awesome crew. Jeff Prater, who has been seen on stage with us, does our guitar tech work. Lance Davis works with our bassist. He's our bass tech. We just have a great crew. Ken Gooding, our longtime sound engineer, has retired as of 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
So we'll be replacing him. Named Ken Roach, who's going to be stepping in for that. But it's just a labor of love. We all enjoy getting up there and playing together and hanging out. We even like practice.
Do you? That says a lot right there when you like to practice.
That's right.
All right, we only got another couple of minutes, but before we go, you got any Journey in your set?
We do. Journey will be done pretty quick. So
I figured that.
Yeah, Journey, I think, I can't remember, but it's either song
1 or 2 of
4 or
them.
5. And
Just one?
We got one this year.
Oh, my.
We didn't get the second one ready.
Oh, my.
But we do have one that's one of the most popular songs in history
Well,
of rock and roll, of course.
and if you've never heard Sammy do Journey, it's incredible. And if I wouldn't, I harp on that all the time. Sometimes I get the Journey song during
Not
the show.
like any pressure, right?
No. And of course, you take care of me early and get me out of the way. There you go.
Yeah, that's
You can go
right.
back, you know.
That's right.
But he's a tremendous talent, and if you hear him do Steve Perry, I'm just a Journey fan. I grew up listening to Journey.
Yep.
And
Most
I'm
influential band
Yeah,
in my life.
I'm a music fan. Some
Right.
people they won't listen to certain types of music. I listen to everything. I mean, I think there's beautiful music in everything. Even reading. If somebody wants to read to me, if it's a nice tone in their voice, that's art, you know. So I love to listen to that. So once again, Sammy Price, Stone Echo, doing the show out at Gillette Field coming up Wednesday night. Gates open around 5. Bring your lawn chairs, the tailgate chairs, and come on out. Sammy and the boys will take the stage roughly around 7. Be there and ready to go by 6 o'clock, and you're going to see a great night of entertainment. But they'll go on around 8 o'clock, so you won't miss that. So, Sammy, wish you the best, brother. Hope you have a great 4th, and of course, appreciate you for all you do for me. And
Same here. We appreciate the city and all my great friends here.
well, you're going to get a chance to rock the world
Absolutely.
coming up Wednesday. Don't get too excited now. I know you're bubbly over there. He did laugh. I got him to laugh. Hey, I appreciate you, man. Listen, best of luck to you. Happy 4th. And, of course, we'll see you out there at Gillette Field.
Thank you, Riley.
All right, there he is, Sammy Price, with the group Stone Echo, and headlining the show this year, July 4th. Our celebration of our country's birthday. And, of course, gates open around 5 o'clock. Absolutely free event. If you want to know more about it, if you want to check out our webpage, you can do that at seneca.sc.us. Back in 60 seconds. Stay with us, everybody.